Welcome to Frame of Reference, the show where we bring on artists, bands, directors, talk about the music videos and the whole process behind making them. Today we have Logan Hale from the band Summer Rain, and we're going to talk about the video for Leave This Town. So he is a member of the band and was also the director for this video. So he has all the insight into everything. So Logan, let's get started with kind of your music career and with the band. How long have you guys been together?
Thank you very much for having me on, Sam. We've been together since 2019, where he booked a couple solo shows, and he needed a backing band. He knew Josh through a mutual friend. Josh is our bass player. Will's our guitar player. He knew Josh through a mutual friend, and Josh lived like up the street from me, so we jammed together all the time. He knew that, so he just reached out to us and said, like, you guys want to jam together, learn these songs, we'll go play some shows, and it was a good time, and we've just been playing together ever since.
Awesome, yeah. And how long have you been doing music videos?
About a year. I've only done the three for our band. So yeah, about a year.
Cool. And so what was this song, Leave This Town? What was that written about? What was the inspiration for it?
Well, it's definitely directly inspired by our hometown, Qualicum Beach. It is known as the oldest town in Canada.
Wow.
There's the average age there is 67. And yeah, everything closes at 5 p.m. So
Oh my God.
it's pretty interesting place to grow up. The latest thing open is the grocery store. It's open till like 8 o'clock, and that's like late. Like six
Wow.
o'clock, the roads are dead. So basically, yeah, is written inspired by that, but it also kind of coincided with the pandemic lockdown. So Will, our guitarist, he writes the majority of the songs, and he wrote it, and it was like kind of at the beginning of lockdown, so it was like frustrated being stuck inside, and then frustrated with being stuck in the town, and that kind of all played together to make the song.
Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video.
I'm young, I'm free, but I'm not where I wanna be. Why don't we go there now? Whoa, I got a fire burning inside of me. When somebody put it out,
I wish they'd turn off that summer rain crap. Huh? Oh, I wish I lost my hearing aids like you did. Huh? I said, I wish I lost my hearing aids like you did.
You feeling excluded?
Well, I am now. I'm talking to a couple of statues.
I haven't seen a statue since I was in the museum in 1985.
You belong in a museum, you old coot. When did they let you out?
I don't know. I've never been to a museum.
You just said you were in the museum. Were you a mummy?
Hey, Mummy's been dead for 70 years.
Awesome. Really good, really funny video for Leave This Town. Where did obviously what the song was written about, I feel like definitely inspired what the video was about, but kind of talk about how that idea came around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We realized, like, after we had the song recorded and we were making music videos, we decided we are going to make a music video for each single. When it came to Leave This Town, we're like, okay, well, obviously we're going to have to film it in Qualicum Beach because we're all still nearby. So it's like right there. And it's very clearly inspired by. So we knew that. And we knew we just wanted to make it feel as like the viewer, like you can tell that Will, again, our guitarist, is everyone's kind of like against him, and you kind of get that feeling like you're not wanted somewhere. And we wanted to kind of portray that feeling in like very like over dramatic, clear terms. That's why you see like, you know, coffee being spilled on him, is like, you know, his lunch flying in the air. It's not really like that, obviously, but like we wanted to kind of really clearly show the concept. And then also with the clown thing, with that whole idea, it's kind of supposed to be like a metaphor for like letting life sneak up on you. And if you stay in like in your comfort zone for too long, next thing you know, it's 60 years later and you're still there. So
yeah. So it was definitely shot in your hometown, which I thought was really cool. Was that, for one, like the bell tolling at the beginning, did you record like an actual bell that was there, or did you find some other sound and put that in later?
We found a sound and put it in later. Yeah.
Is there a bell that tolls there?
There is actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were just too lazy to wait for the top of the hour for the thing to go. But yeah, no, there is. And it's kind of like the defining feature of Qualicum. Actually, we just released some merch, our first line of merch, and it's Leave This Town themed merch, and it has like the little clock tower in the corner of it, and everyone from like who is from that area is like, oh, that is so cool, that's our clock tower, because it's like smack in the middle of the town. There's like, well, you see the camera pan down, there's like the fountain, and then the clock tower is right up there. So yeah. That's definitely a defining feature. And yeah, it was all shot like in our hometown, like really close, because it's obviously not a very big town. I think there's like 10,000 people there, right? So like there's like not many streets where you could film, and they're all very close. So we just walked around. They're all within like a 2-minute walk from each other, all the different locations. So
yeah, that's so cool. So I know it kind of makes sense with the idea of the song, but did you plan to shoot it on kind of a gloomy day, or did that just happen?
It just happened, it just kind of worked out. I think we actually kind of wanted to shoot it on like a nice day because we thought it would just look nicer visually, but then it turned out to be a gloomy day, and we're like, actually that kind of works with the video. It was the soonest day that we could all get together and shoot it. So like whatever the weather was, we were just gonna go do it. So
yeah, I mean, I guess it's good it wasn't like raining like crazy, but I think the gloomy definitely gave it a good perspective.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well, and it looked really clean in post-production and everything. So
yeah. So I know one of your locations, you're like, it was Will, the guitarist, is the main character, right?
Yeah.
So he was like walking into some kind of shop, and then you have somebody basically telling him, no, get out. What was was there any purpose behind like the single shop that you used, or did you just find somebody who was willing to help out?
Kind of. It was supposed to be like the dry cleaner, because he just got the coffee spilled on him. So he's going
that's why he was taking his shirt off.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And yeah, and we just knew it's a place we go to all the time called Kim's Corner Store, and they've moved a couple locations, but yeah. And we just knew the people there kind of, because we come in every once in a while. And the old lady there, she was very funny. So she was interested in helping out.
Awesome. And so that person obviously was just like somebody that you knew, which was cool, and the three of you are in it, and then like all of your other extras, are those like friends specifically or just people from the town that you knew that wanted to be in it and help out?
The one that smacked Will's lunch into the air, that was looked all angry on the street there, that was Jeff, a friend of our cameraman. So we knew him like mutually, and he just actually just stopped by during the shoot. Like we were just shooting, and he showed up, and we're like, hey, like we need someone to do this role. Like, you want to do that? And he said, sure. So that was pretty easy to convince him on that. But as far as extras, like the clown role was actually kind of funny because both Josh and I did that. So when the clown stole the car, that was Josh because I can't drive standard and Josh can. So he did that. And then when the clown like swung the baseball bat, Josh just had shoulder surgery, so he couldn't really move his shoulder much. So I had to do that part. So we were both the clown. And then in the very beginning, when Josh smacks the coffee onto Will, or when somebody smacks a coffee onto Will, it was Josh. We just put him in different clothes and turned him away from the camera.
That helps. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a lot of use out of ourselves. Yeah.
That's cool. So I love at the end that you guys like put some bloopers in. So that conversation when you're all like old and just sitting around the table, were you guys just sitting there making conversation for the video? Or was that planned to like sit there and make jokes for the end?
I mean, it was definitely not a planned part of the video. We weren't planning on having a little skit at the end, but we do this thing. We do these old man voices that you hear like all the time, like just hanging out in the rehearsal space. Every time, Josh especially acts like an old man a lot, and we always call him on it and do the old man voice and make fun of him. So we were already very practiced with these like old man voices. And then when we're sitting around filming like the chess and everything, we just started like talking and naturally. And I was like, you know what, let's just mic up and like let's just say some stuff. So we ran through it a couple times. It was kind of all off the top, and then we just like stuck it together. And yeah.
That was a very good conversation. I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
And that chessboard, I thought that was cool that it was like just like a roll up thing. I've never seen one of those before. Was that from like wherever you were? Or was that one of your guys's?
We got it at, I don't know, we got it in a shop in town, like one of the, like a dollar store or something. But it's very like, it is very Qualicum. You know, older people don't have a whole lot of money. They come to the park with their roll up chessboard, you know.
Yeah.
It's very much on brand.
And was that shot at like more of a park, or I guess when I first saw it, I was thinking like an outdoor diner kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like this little it's called Chillum Village. It's like this little courtyard. It's basically a courtyard. And a bunch of shops around it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Looked very quaint and fun.
Everything's very quaint there. Yeah.
So some of those bloopers at the end, I assume there was a lot more that happened. It just seems like a video that's very fun and you're going to have a lot of fun mistakes. What were some of your favorite moments of the day?
Yeah, so there's always a lot of bloopers with anything we do. Videos, music, everything. Yeah, there was definitely a lot. There was one in particular that was hilarious. So the first scene where Will gets the coffee smacked onto him. The first time we tried to do that scene, we weren't planning on having Josh doing it. We were gonna have a random person, and we got the scene all set up and ready to shoot. Then we're like, okay, well, who's gonna do this? And we just looked around. There was a guy walking by, and we're like, hey man, like, do you want to come do this? And it'll take you like 5 minutes. You just like smack this coffee on this guy and walk off the camera. It's pretty simple. And he said, yeah, like that'd be a lot of fun. Obviously, he's an older gentleman, as to be expected. And we kind of showed him, and he was getting so confused. We showed him like, hey, you start at this part, you walk over there, and he was going to be holding the coffee for this, and you dump the coffee on him, and then you just walk away. And it was like really simple, but he was getting really confused. And his name was Dan. And we ran through a practice run a couple times, and he's like, okay, I'm ready. And I figured, all right, well, what's the worst that can happen? Let's give it a try. And cameras were rolling, action. He walks from the mark and he goes up to Will and he takes the lid off of the coffee and then he just dumps it on Will's head. And then we're like, looked at the camera guy, Will looked at me. We're all really confused, but it was really funny. And Will played it off as part of the scene. And honestly, I would have used it in the final cut, but I didn't because he he like absolutely ruined the shot because he dumped it on his head, then turned at the camera, looked at me, and was like, "That's what I was supposed to do, right? I was supposed to dump it on his head." So it was like absolutely unusable shot, and then it's just really funny. So we still have it. It's a blooper we're gonna put on Instagram or something at some point, but that was a good one.
That would be fantastic. That I had the spirit. He was trying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good one. We'll see you again later.
Gonna do something else.
Yeah, and then we went around and shot the rest of the video and then came back to shoot the first scene because we felt awkward. Because we didn't want to like shoot it again with him like standing right there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well guys, that didn't work. Let's try something else. So
What do you think the other guys really liked about it? Like, did they talk about anything?
Yeah, I think we all just kind of liked messing around. Like, it was pretty funny to be dressed up as the old people. And there's also a blooper where you can't really tell, but at the chess scene, I'm sitting in a wheelchair,
Mhm.
and we were messing around with the wheelchair. I guess like you see in the video me getting pushed in the wheelchair across the street.
Yeah.
We were messing around with that thing for like a long time, and it's pretty funny. I know the other guys are having fun when like people we knew would drive by and they'd see it like, why we're just dressed as old people pushing each other around in wheelchairs. It was pretty funny.
What's on the whiteboard behind you?
Groceries.
Oh,
But
okay.
we do have a whiteboard over here, and that is a list of demos.
Nice. That's a lot.
Yeah. There's about 40 songs on there. Yeah, we have a whole board of like all the demos we're working on, and then on the right hand side we have like an album where we kind of like filtered it into like which ones we're gonna put on the album and everything.
Yeah. How many tracks are you looking for?
I don't know. Like, we're thinking around like 11 or 12, but
Okay.
shorter songs typically. It's not like they're 7-minute epic songs, so probably like 10 to 12 songs.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Do you
fluid.
guys have like a time frame for when you want that to drop?
No, not really, because we're really trying to find like a really top level producer to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of just at the mercy of their schedules, which is
Yeah.
a while in the future. It'd be nice to have it out this year though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Are you
Yeah.
thinking of like, as you guys get demos, dropping demos as singles until you get them like fully produced?
Kind of, yeah. Like we've been putting some demos on our SoundCloud page, which is
Oh.
actually the biggest following we have is on SoundCloud. And yeah, so we've been putting demos out on SoundCloud just as like a first demo, and they've
Yeah.
been doing pretty well. So
Cool. I'll go check those out. That's awesome.
thank you.
So, what does Summer Rain have coming up in the future? Are you working on any singles, albums, EPs, videos?
Yeah, definitely. So we're working really hard on writing and demoing an album. Like it's almost finished. It's pretty much written. We're working on like demoing it all out, and then we want to work with like a producer on it, and we have a few in mind. So we're working on that. But as far as music releasing, we do have a couple more songs that are going to be coming out pretty soon.
Nice.
Every song's going to have a music video for at least until the album comes out. So that's going to be a couple more music videos at least, and then we're playing shows on the west coast of Canada. So if you're in that area, come check us out. And yeah, we make fun videos on Instagram and TikTok and things, or at Summer Rain Band. So
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so obviously you're going to be doing those videos, I'm assuming. Is there anything else you're hoping to be working on as a director?
yeah, actually, my friends and I, Josh included, we shot a kind of like a pilot episode for a TV series.
Oh.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like an unscripted comedy slash adventure kind of thing. And basically like four best friends, they go on these like ridiculous road trips where the producers put them through a bunch of challenges and things. if you've ever seen Top Gear or the Grand Tour with Jeremy Clarkson,
No.
yeah, it's a British show, but it's hilarious, and it's basically following that format with like our own unique take on it, and yeah, it's really funny and it's a lot of fun. So that working on that mostly.
That's really cool. Well, is there anything else that you want to talk about this video?
Honestly, I really wanted to talk about Dan, and that kind of covered it. Him dumping coffee on Will's head. I thought that's an important topic. We covered
Yeah.
that, so we're good.
That's definitely an amazing story. Have you seen him since?
No, but we probably will. He's around town. Had a
Has,
very big fan.
I guess I'd be worried that he'd see the video and then be like, you didn't use
Oh,
my
yeah.
take. Oh no.
I don't think he knows how to use the internet, so we're probably safe.
Well, hopefully nobody shows him this.
Yeah.
You'll just have to throw that in on like another video some other time. Just
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
random
just in-
random shot.
At the end, it'll just be like in a collection of it. What is this? This isn't even relevant.
We use the footage. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan, you are in there, just in a different video.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Logan, and talking. That was a very funny music video, probably one of the best I've seen in a long time. So it was a lot of fun to talk with you about it.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. Honestly, we really appreciate it. That's awesome. This is really cool. I haven't done any like in-person, no, it's not in-person, but like face-to-face interview like this for like a music video. That's awesome. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Of course, absolutely. I can't wait to see what you guys are working on. I'm going to go check out your SoundCloud here in a second.
Oh, thanks. Awesome.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time on Frame of Reference.
I'm young, I'm free, but I'm not where I want to be. Why don't we go there now? Whoa, I got a fire burning inside of me. When somebody put it out. Why don't we go now? Why don't we leave this town? All my old fears are crawling back to me.
no tachometer, no speedometer, no odometer.
So if you really want to stand out, you don't drive a Lamborghini. You drive whatever this is.
Yeah.
And that is a $100 pump.
This thing fucking sucks.
Free next challenge. Cowboys in the Wild West used to have gunfights on horseback.
Punch it, punch it, punch it.
Anymore. Let it go. Let it go.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this shit don't work. Yeah, you can catch me some fucking biddies with this rod.
What a shitty view.
Just married.
Oh, hey, oh, Matt's got smoke, Matt's got smoke.
Hey, Matt, time to pull her over.
That's bad, boys.
Dude, keep going, keep going. Oh! Oh! Our car just blew up.
Matt.
That's solid.
Yeah, but we can't open the door.
It's dent proof.
You like that, you little shit?
I'm gonna sell your college fund for Dogecoin.
Let's go.
Start rubbing the car and talking sweet to it.
You can make it.
You're cute.
Speak for yourself, honey.
Oh, baby, yeah.
We made it. Against all odds.
Dude, there's a fucking chick sticking out of the car.
Oh shit, I caught Josh's fishing rod.
I think what I look like is a proud Canadian.